Hey, ever wondered, are we doomed as a country? I live in the United States, if you're just catching on to that. Why am I asking, are we doomed? Well, it looks like we're in the middle of World War III. We're getting invaded every day from the external. But here's why I'm asking this question. The other day I was in a coffee shop, and I'm going to be talking about Gen Z here, some millennials, but basically Gen Z. And I got behind this couple, nice, looked like nice kids, and all I wanted was a cup of coffee because I drink coffee. And I stood there for 5 minutes as these two went, is that coffee? Well, how many shots are in that? Or, well, wait a minute, let's go back well, you said that was coffee, right? And that's got 2 shots and, and, and they just keep going and like, and I was like, is that like a chant or a mantra or something? Or are you just going to order a cup of coffee? I started to go, hey, tell you what, since the two of y'all can't make your mind up, that's coffee. I'll order it for you. I'll even pay for it if you just get out of my way. But then I looked around, as a lot of comedians like to say, at the hipsters, and I was the only one there who had clothes that fit. They all look like they've been shopping at Goodwill, and not good Goodwill, because I shop at Goodwill. I like to find a bargain. And nothing fits, and it looks like it's from the late 60s, early 70s. I hate to break it to them. That was not a good fashion time. I lived through it. But they can't make a decision. And then you look around, and again, I'm looking at social media. I came home and asked my wife, is it me? Have I turned into the guy who's, hey kid, get off my yard type of guy? Or has it really gotten that bad? She goes, no, it's that bad. And then we talked to our friends who are trying to hire some of Gen Z, and they can't find any of them that want to work. And then people always go, what's wrong with kids these days? Well, people have been asking that since this country was formed. Because we'll go back and watch a movie from the 1930s or 40s, and they'll go, kids these days don't understand, don't have respect, don't. What's really the problem? Well, okay, who raised Gen Z? That would be baby boomers, right? And my wife and I are at one end, and then we've got baby boomers on the other end, and it is true. It's how were they raised? Were they raised in a home that allowed them to make decisions, allowed to challenge them, love them, correct them, allow them to get self-disciplined? The answer apparently is no, because I'm in a coffee shop full of hipsters, as we would say. Let's say 17 to 26 hipsters. And I'm going on what people on social media say, the hipster. But not one of them can make a decision on their coffee, because I sat there and I'm waiting on mine. I got a cappuccino because this place has good cappuccino. But I'm watching everybody order. But these two took the cake, man. And then I'll stop at other coffee shops because, again, I don't eat donuts or anything. I just get coffee. And it seems to be a normal problem now to where nobody can order a cup of coffee. And we're talking about people who need a safe space because you didn't say something nice to them. And I used to be a high school teacher and coach. And at the tail end of my career, it got to where administrators didn't want to correct kids. Well, if you don't get corrected, you can't get on the right path. And what I liked about athletics was, and I always had a coach, or I was the coach, and our whole goal was to make sure we got these kids to where they were supposed to be, or the finish line. And as a parent, it was to get your kid to where they're supposed to be, or where God made them to go. But now it seems like we're off the map, man. We've got a whole generation of kids who can't make a decision, who can't take correction, have zero self-discipline or self-stoppage, as you would say, or the ability to receive an idea, even if they don't agree with it, and then express their idea, and then we figure out where we're going with those ideas. It's like you see people on college campuses now only able to absorb how they think or feel instead of receiving something from someone else. And we're in a dangerous territory, because if you can't order a coffee, we're in trouble. And we're being invaded from all sides right now. We got a wide open border. We got people. I saw somebody the other day. They put a photo of a guy from Venezuela. They were flying back from Dallas to the Atlanta area where I live, and he had his paperwork there. He was a member of the Venezuelan military. They didn't check him. They didn't see what he had on his person, and the only ID he had was a piece of paper. It should concern you. What's really concerning, though, is as I get older and I become the hey kid, get off my yard guy, we've got a whole generation of kids who cannot make decisions and have zero self-discipline, zero self-concept, and zero understanding of where they need to go, and zero understanding of what the United States was really built on. That is a concern. And I'm wondering if it's a concern for you. It is for me. Now, I'm just throwing ideas out today. I'm not really trying to get an answer, but I do want people to think, because I use Socratic method in my classroom. And it was, hey, let's think, let's work through an idea, let's take everybody's perspective, and then just formulate. And I was taught that way, as not as just as a college student, but as a high school student, because I was blessed. I was in advanced classes with advanced teaching. Seems like that's gone. So mom, dad, help get our kids back into a space to where they go, okay, I can order coffee, I take that. Decisiveness is good. Employers look for that. But also be able to receive, espouse, formulate. If you have any questions for me, go to scotferrell.com, ScotFerrell.com. I'll see you next time.